So our life is about to change forever. We're less than 3 weeks out of the Robotaxi launch going live in Austin, the home of Tesla's Giga Texas. Now, the Robotaxi trial is set to begin early June. I got a lot of this information from Phil Beisel on X. I'll leave a link down below in the description. So he will help us understand what is about to happen within these next month, and it is incredible. He breaks it down into 3 parts or 3 phases. Just in case you are not familiar with the Tesla Robotaxi service in the future, Tesla's Robotaxi service is comparable to Uber or Lyft. Now, Tesla's Robotaxi will be used as a dedicated ride-hailing application to match customers or riders with available Tesla vehicles. The fleet will consist of both existing Tesla models, well, mostly Model Ys, and later the Cybercab, which will be built primarily for the ride-sharing service. However, the Cybercab is a fully autonomous Tesla vehicle designed without steering wheel or pedals, going into volume production in 2026. Now, once this happens, Tesla will also allow customers-owned vehicles to join the Robotaxi network, making them available for rides whenever the owner is not using them. Now, like you go to work and your vehicle makes money for you while you don't need it. But it starts in Austin, Texas. Austin has about 1 million people in the heart of Texas. Austin serves as capital of Texas, but also the center of culture and music. Now, the city has become a hub for technology. Tesla's FSD will have no problem navigating in Austin since the FSD was programmed on the streets of Austin. Texas has also been proactive in creating a regulatory environment that fosters innovation for autonomous vehicles. The state has developed laws that provide a clear framework for testing and developing self-driving technology, making it one of the most favorable environments for companies like Tesla to operate and scale their autonomous vehicle initiatives. Given its proximity to Giga Texas, it just makes sense for Austin to be the launch site for the Robotaxi. However, Project Rodeo is Tesla's internal code name for the Robotaxi testing program. Project Rodeo's focus is not primarily just seeing if full self-driving works well. It is also about managing fleet operations. Now, how is remote support going to work? Well, we already know that the program has been active in Austin for some time now via Tesla employees. We know they have already filled various roles like in vehicle safety drivers, remote operators, and test passengers. So each of these vehicles is supervised by a trained safety driver, similar to how owners use FSD today. Now, drivers are instructed to intervene only when necessary, allowing the car to navigate autonomously to its destination. Using FSD and testing like spans most if not all of Austin's road network, including highways, surface, street, and complex intersections. Now, Tesla might be running other software that manages route planning, logging, and scenario replay, both to ensure comprehensive road coverage in real-world testing. This approach allows Tesla to systematically expose FSD to the full range of environments it must handle, much like how code coverage ensures all logic, path, and exercised in software testing. Teslas are going to need software that does the planning and the logging and the scenario replay. That means that if Tesla understands the destination has extreme traffic at 6 p.m., for instance, which could create a backlog of demand of people who would want rides in a certain area, it will be the vehicle's job to have supporting software that anticipates where demand is going and to be in a certain area at certain times, so that the Robotaxi can locate itself close to where the demand is. Remote operators are also being trained to work from centralized locations, monitoring this fleet and providing assistance whenever vehicles get stuck or encounter ambiguous situations. Pretty sure these will be used only when absolutely necessary, not for general remote control, but to resolve rare edge cases. Now, that's when we saw when Tesla released their Robotaxi application video that there is a button when you are riding in a robotaxi that says this is an emergency. Now, version 14 will likely operate in unsupervised and supervised models, since it'll be a general release not only for the Robotaxi network but also all other Tesla customers. Testing a Robotaxi will be with a new FSD. Version 14 presents unique new challenges even when built on familiar datasets. A new model can exhibit unintended behaviors and regressions. However, Tesla has a few tools at its disposal. Now, simulation testing can closely approximate real-world performance and catch issues before deployment. Also, extensive on-road testing across Austin's highways and city street play a critical role in validating real-world behavior. Phil says Phase 1 trial is not about scale. In fact, it's the opposite. This initial phase is intentional small with a fleet of 10 to 20 Tesla Model Ys. This will be highly limited, and there's going to be geofencing, meaning that there's exclusion zones where robotaxis are not permitted to operate. These zones could range from entire city districts to specific road segments and intersections. But the critical goal of the trial is data collection. Every ride will be recorded and uploaded to Tesla's cloud infrastructure. This includes full fidelity data from vehicle cameras, microphones, the GPU, and a wide array of telemetry from the vehicle system. However, this level of detail enables through post-ride analysis, especially in the event of an incident. But only because the trial is starting small doesn't mean that Tesla cannot scale at any point. As Tesla's confidence and operational capacity grows, so can the number of robotaxis in America. Just 10 to 20 robotaxis on the road, the vehicle will likely return to Tesla's Giga in Austin for service, regular inspections, cleaning, and charging. Charging stops could also occur at superchargers staffed by Tesla's personnel. Phil thinks these are likely the key goals for the trial, with only 10 to 20 vehicles on the road validating unsupervised FSD performance in a controlled real-world environment with dynamic geofencing and a restricted user access, capturing high-fidelity ride data, testing end-to-end operational workflows such as vehicle dispatch, routing remote, support cleaning, charging, maintenance, refining geofencing, strategies in real-time adapting exclusion zones based on safety, traffic conditions, or other external factors. Tesla's broader robotaxi ambition, if successful, will lay the groundwork for scaling the service. The same way Tesla copied and created their gigafactories on different continents to produce the Model 3 and Model Y will be the same way that Tesla will copy and create the work that they're about to do in Austin in Phase 1 and in other cities around the world. Now, Phase 2 is a multi-city phase. Once the Austin trial achieves its core objective, Tesla will begin expanding its robotaxi program into additional cities. Outside of Texas, expansions will likely include San Francisco and LA, Phoenix, Arizona, Miami, Florida. These cities are already operating with Waymo ride-sharing services, signaling both a favorable regulatory environment and public familiarity. Now, this phase will also mark the office debut of the Tesla Cybercab, which is planned to be mass-produced in 2026. In Phase 2, customers-owned Teslas will be eligible for check-in, allowing owners to designate their vehicles for robotaxi duty during specific time windows. Eligibility will be determined based on whether the vehicle meets technical threshold. Tesla may establish broader operational standards over time. To support scaling operations, Tesla will begin building out dedicated infrastructure for cleaning and charging. This is especially critical for the Cybercab, which is expected to rely exclusively on a new inductive charging system. Now, this facility will likely be co-located with existing supercharging sites, but Tesla may also establish indoor service hubs, such as retrofitted warehouses designed specifically for autonomous vehicle staging, charging, and automated cleaning. Tesla has been planning this for years. The inductive charging makes it easy to charge without even getting out of the car. And the cleaning is done with robotic arms that actually suck all the garbage and dirt out of the vehicle. And the Robotaxi is also disinfected each time. The way the vehicle doors open on the Cybercab caters to the robotic cleaning equipment. Tesla actually thought of about everything. Phase 3 is about scaling. With a successful multi-rollout completed in Phase 2, Tesla can now expand its service nationwide and beyond. Tesla's Robotaxi service will serve most of the major cities in the US and early trials starting in Europe and of course China. And in case you haven't heard yet, but the Cybercab will be produced every 5 seconds. The Model Y is being produced every 35 seconds, and you will see the headlines as usually criticizing Tesla for only launching 10 to 20 robotaxis since Waymo has 700. Yes, it might be small, and I can hear the news media talking badly about it, but once the trial objectives are met, scaling happens fast for Tesla. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.